So how old were you when you flew to the UK?
I believe I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So quite a young age to travel halfway around the world on your own,
Right.
leaving mom and dad behind and family and security behind of everything you know growing up.
Right.
And then you fly to London and land at Heathrow or whatever, and you're like, wow, I'm in another country.
Yeah.
You know, everything's a lot different, I guess, but you do know that ballet is comfortable for you.
Yes, definitely.
So what was that experience like landing in the UK?
Oh wow, it was amazing. I mean, as soon as I saw it, and you think, UK, London, you're associated with, the kingdom, and
Right,
then you're associated
yeah.
with the Queen,
Yeah.
and then you want to see the Buckingham Palace, and the first thing that they introduced it to new students is, of course, the building where we'll be studying, and
Yeah.
then the Buckingham Palace, and it was amazing. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm in the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
But the experience itself, it was a little bit hard in the beginning to get used to it. The English people, they are very gentle, and highly polite, and I was very loud as a Brazilian young man.
You come in 16 years old, full of confidence.
Yes.
So much confidence.
Oh my goodness.
You're
And-
coming in, you're like, I know I'm walking on water right now. I'm really good at this. And,
Right, yes.
And they're telling you that you need to improve, but in a really nice way, like the
Right.
Queen would probably tell you, or
Very
your
nice
Gran
way.
would say something
Yes,
very nice to
they
you.
were very nice about
Yeah.
it. And I mean, they were great. I was very blessed to have the opportunity, also to then join the Royal Ballet School for a moment,
Yeah.
and then go back to the English National Ballet School. And then they took me to Prix de Lausanne in Switzerland to compete. And they have the video blog
Yeah.
on YouTube
Okay.
if you put my name down, which is cool. And, so I've had the best of experiences, but the change,
Right.
was difficult in the beginning. And I would say it took me 6 months to, I'd say, become an Englishman.
To feel comfortable within your surroundings.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And of course, accepting of my culture, I'm still a Brazilian man, but you adopt the place as well. And
Yeah.
also because I was young. So
A lot easier to be influenced when you're young too.
right, definitely.
Yeah.
So, I loved it as well. I love the culture
Yeah.
and everything. And when I came to America, they were like, "What are you saying?" It took me a while because that's the English I know.
Right.
And then, it has changed a lot, of
Yeah.
course. But
back then,
that's
yeah.
what I knew. And
Yeah.
but I have a lot of influence from the English people.
So what years were you in the UK for?
Oh, that was short. It was only 3 years.
Just 3 years or what? Like,
Yeah.
what was it?
2008 through 2011.
Okay. Yeah. So you would have come back to the States about the time that I came to the States, because I came here in August 2011. So what were the things that you, I guess, picked up from being in the UK as, from a 16 to a 19-year-old? What are the things that, there must be some little quirks that you pick up or things that you miss.
Oh, okay. So, if you're watching on YouTube, you already see I'm
The
always,
jacket, you're very well
always
dressed.
with the, with the blazer on, and how do you say it? I love to just. To care for people, a certain way.
Yeah.
Welcoming people in my house. I mean, that's what we used to do over there. And brunch, and walking pajamas everywhere.
Yeah. Drinking cups of tea all day.
Yes.
Scones or scones, as people say, yeah.
And what I miss about London is the diversity.
Right.
It was so diverse. It was so, to a point, I was really, really young, so I didn't know much of its politics and etc.
Right,
an inclusive system and etc. But for me, it felt inclusive.
Gotcha.
Because I was there, I was having opportunities. I had really amazing opportunities to dance elsewhere. I was with English National Ballet School. Then I wanted to go to the Royal Ballet School. They welcomed me with open arms and on full scholarship as well. And then I went back to EMB, and they were still very welcoming. So I've had a very fruitful journey
Yeah.
And you know, I can't complain.
That's to be
So
like
grateful.
I get a free ride basically to go to the UK and learn from some of the best in the UK, if not the world, and then you know and grow as a person as well. From like 16 to 19 is a significant part of somebody's life, isn't it? There's a lot of things going on. You know, you're a little older but you're aware of things, right?
Yeah.
That must have been so cool. What I mean, I'm curious to know, like, what was your, like, favorite meals? And the UK is known for having, like, the best Indian takeout as well. Did you eat Indian, like, curry food and stuff like that?
I did. I don't think it was my favorite at that time. I do it now more than ever.
Okay.
But I used to love my Fridays fish and chips.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have still yet to find a good fish and chips here.
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
Oh, it was
don't
just
know why.
amazing. It was just, you know, every Friday I would just go and get it and, you know, be happy with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I also miss the bars. You know, a lot.
More of like the pub culture.
The pub culture.
Yeah, because you don't get because people listening will be like, oh, I miss the bars, and they probably think that you're out every night. Well, no, it's if you've never been to the UK or traveled to Europe, the pub culture is its own thing. It's more of like a day than you don't go there at 9 o'clock at night and get trashed, or you can, but it's more of like I'm gonna go there in an afternoon, have a meal, have a few drinks, and watch the football or watch whatever's on. And that must have been cool too as well. The football being in London and being around here, you got Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, all those West Ham, all those kind of big Premiership teams.
Well, it was right there on Fulham Broadway.
Oh,
so,
okay, yeah.
And I think there was a restaurant, a Brazilian restaurant right there too. So all the soccer players, the Brazilians, used to go to that restaurant. So you know, from time to time, I met one or another. I think I met Davi.
Okay.
When he was playing with Chelsea, and I met Daniel Radcliffe because his house was actually, I think our changing room in school was facing his backyard.
Okay.
So from time to time we would see him at
his backyard.
Tesco's.
That's brilliant. Like it's Harry Potter.
Buying a sandwich.
Yeah, that's so good.
Which was amazing.
So yeah, you're in the UK. You're learning all this stuff. You're eating fish and chips every Friday. You meet Daniel Radcliffe. You know, you are living the dream at that point, right?
Yeah, living the dream. I mean, you know, every single step was something new.
Yeah.
And you know what I used to do? I used to get the bus.
Yeah.
And just sit down.
Just ride around.
You know, London. So I got to know so many places.
Yeah.
You know, and it was fantastic. You know, it was a dream come true, and it was hard to leave.